There's probably been a time in everyone's lives where they haven't felt well and they push themselves to go to school and go to work because they believe it's the responsible thing to do. Maybe you're actually being irresponsible though. I learned this lesson a couple years ago when I was working 2 jobs and going to school. I had a hectic lifestyle, but I didn't mind it because I liked the extra money that was coming in. One morning I wake up and I felt symptoms of sluggishness and fatigue and lightheadedness, and I assumed that they must be related to stress. I didn't think I was stressed, but it wouldn't be surprising for me to be stressed since I did have such a hectic lifestyle. So I just ignored these symptoms and I carried on with my week, and these symptoms were off and on and I just continued to ignore them. So now it's week 2 and I'm still having these symptoms off and on. And I wake up one morning and I have a very weird feeling back pain. It's in my lower back, not on the side of my stomach. And I'm like, okay, I must have just slept wrong, pulled a muscle, no biggie. So I continue on with my week. But then it's getting harder for me to walk. I'm having to walk really slow because the back pain is getting really bad. And so I tell my mom about this, and my mom insists that I go to the doctor, and I was like, okay, I'll go. I didn't end up going because where was I going to find the time to go? I'm working 2 jobs and I'm going to school. And one of my jobs happened to be as a paralegal, and I was the only paralegal working under a certain attorney. So I couldn't have someone else do my work. It was my work only, and I didn't want to be stressed out and be put behind. Well, now it's week 3, and I'm still not feeling well, still having the back pain, and I finish up my job as a paralegal, and I go to my second job as a hostess at a restaurant. And within 10 minutes of me arriving there, I ended up fainting. And when I woke up, my boss was insisting, you must go to the hospital, I'll take you to the hospital. And for some reason I was embarrassed and I didn't want him taking me. I'm like, no, I'll take myself. And honestly, I probably would have just driven home if it wasn't for the fact that my boss was pleading with me, like, you must drive straight from here to the hospital. And I was like, okay. And he convinced me. So I drive to the hospital, and shortly after me getting to the hospital, I end up being admitted and taken to another level because I have a kidney infection. And not just any kidney infection, a very severe kidney infection. So that was surprising to me. I didn't realize those symptoms were correlated with infection. I had no idea. And when I was in the hospital, actually, the kidney infection ended up getting a lot worse, to the point where I could not walk at all. I could not lift up my body. I could not move. Any little movement was so painful. And one of the nurses actually said that it's been said that kidney infections, the pain you feel can be worse than childbirth. So just to give you an idea of how painful it was. So it was a very painful experience, and I actually ended up having to be in the hospital for 2 weeks, and it happened during finals weeks to make it even a bigger headache. And something that a doctor said in there that really stuck with me was the fact that he said if I hadn't come in sooner, it could have spread to another organ. So that was just not worth it. I learned from this whole experience that my body is a temple, and I need to take my health seriously and my happiness seriously. Thanks.